So I'm down to the final polishing of these lapping plates. Wrote down the order that I have been lapping them. I started with this Clover Time Saver and worked my way down to the very fine grit. It's a non-embedding lapping compound. But it just stays the surface stays a gray color, and I have no way to checking how flat they are. So I was searching for various compounds. I tried this one called System 1. It's a car compound, and it didn't seem to do the job, and I finally found Total Wax rubbing compound for cars. The nice thing is it's water soluble. The clover I was dissolving in a very light oil and took a lot of cleanup. Very hard to get all the little grits off, but this rubbing compound actually works quite well. I don't know if you can see the reflection on here of something. Let me put the cup there, and maybe you can see the reflection of the cup on there. So getting it this polished allows me to use an optical flat and see the fringes and tell if I'm all the way there. I marked each one, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and like this is disc or lap A. So right now I'm up to this second half, so I'm going to put A on the bottom, and then I'm going to take lap B and I'm going to lap it. I add a little water to this rubbing compound to get it a little thinner towards the end here, and I'm going to start with B1, and I just been going 20 times this direction. You can see it starts off kind of whitish, but it'll turn gray once the it's cut for a little bit. So I go about 20 times forward and back, and then I've been going 20 times in a circular pattern and moving the center of the circle around, and I'm doing clockwise right now. And then I'll go clockwise, same circle. And then I'll go back to forward and back, and I'll move this around, this forward and back motion a little bit. Okay, once I've done that, I rotate the bottom one 45 degrees. I rotate the top to number 2, and I'll do the same thing. And I don't know if you can see it there, but it's getting grayer, the lapping compound. Okay, wash, rinse, and repeat. Rotate 45 degrees, rotate the top 190, and do the same thing again. I should mention I spent about 3 to 4 hours using this Clover Time Saver lapping compound, using 3 different grits to get it as flat as I could. And then I've spent about the same amount of time, maybe 3 hours, on using this rubbing compound, getting it down to where it's shiny enough that I can use an optical flat on it. Okay, I don't have a fancy single wavelength light source like a helium light, but I do have this single wavelength light source in a flashlight. It's only about 20-30 bucks off eBay, but you can see the fringes on this gauge block. The lines are running this way. Sometimes if I vary the pressure, you can see the lines move. So I'm able to see fringes with this setup. So now I'm going to see, I saw them earlier, see if I can see some fringes. Yeah. It's kind of pick an angle. So hopefully you can see over on this square here, they're pretty parallel. They've got a ever so slight bow to them. There's some in that one. If I move this over, you can see right on the edge where it's reflecting, you can see the fringes. So this is pretty flat. I believe this is, I don't know, somewhere around 11 millionths flat, getting these fringes parallel like that. So I'd say it's a success. The only issue I have, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me turn on another light. Around the outside there's about a ½ inch that's dull. So apparently when I was doing the rougher lapping compound, I didn't do it enough to get it completely flat. Around the center's completely flat, but the outside edge here just drops off. And that might be, you know, 10 millionth or something, 20 millionth. Probably not more than that, because when I'm running the laps back and forth, I can see it. It is still rubbing on there lightly. So it's not too bad. So anyway, that's my lapping project.